Hey, this is John. I just want to say the video I want to talk about has to do with men not being abusive towards women. It says in the Bible all over the place, in Ephesians and Romans. It talks about how, men, we're supposed to be protectors, and we're supposed to be, I guess, we're supposed to assume responsibility for our wives and for women in general. We're supposed to take charge and it says it all through the Bible, be the man of your household, things like that. And Genesis 2, all through Genesis 2, it talks about how Eve was created from the rib of Adam. And it doesn't say Eve was created through, it doesn't say women work for men. It doesn't say that because they came from us, we are over them. It says they were created from our rib as a partner. That doesn't make us empowering over them. When the Bible talks about men being the leader of their household, what I understand it to be is that he's saying he wants you as a man to assume responsibility over your house, over your family, and that includes your wife, your children, the people of your household. And I want to be clear on this. It doesn't mean that guys, that you have some sort of moral code or moral obligation to hit your wife or to tell her what to do. As it's not what it's saying. It's saying assume responsibility, be a man, treat her with respect. And it says in the Bible, in several places, I don't have a Bible in front of me right now, but to see her as valuable, as to talk to her and think of her in a moral way, to see her as a precious gift, because that's what women should be to us. Now, I realize there's different types of women in the world. Some are more aggressive than others, and that's beside the point. The point is, God offered up this gift to us from our rib, and he didn't say from our feet to be stepped on. He said from our rib. He created women from us. That's just the way he designed it. It doesn't in some way obligate you to be her boss. That's just a completely screwed up way of thinking. So many times the women in our lives, whether it's your mom or your wife, your spouse, whatever, so many times the women in our life can come up to us when we're struggling or feeling bad or sick or whatever, and they comfort us and make us feel better, and in return we're supposed to make them feel safe and feel happy and taken care of. And I assure you, most times women don't need us to survive, but we sure feel good if we think they do. But the reality is they don't need us. We should make them, we should support them in a way where they don't feel like they need us, they want us. And men, we can be really hard creatures to deal with. And I want to say there's probably someone out there who I'm probably going to upset. If you're someone who puts your hands on a woman, I would assume you would have known from pretty much when we were babies that it's wrong to hit a woman. They're made different than we are genetically. They're smaller. I mean, they're women, guys. Don't put your hands on a woman. That's just completely wrong, and you know it's wrong. It should be. You should realize when you look across for guys who are married, you should look at your wife and realize that God, picked this beautiful creature for you to share her life with you or to share friendship with you, and you desecrated it by being abusive or being verbally abusive, which I have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect by any means. I've never said I'm perfect, but you should never take for granted the gift that I believe God made for men. Women are, in my mind, like a diamond. You know, I told my daughter, my daughters, that they should see themselves like diamonds, like a precious commodity. Like a man should never have his hands on her unless he does it in caring nature or he's earned it. Any women out there who are abused by their boyfriends, husbands, and feel like they're loved, that's not love. Love does not involve violence or fear or any of those kind of things. You should never put fear in the heart of someone, of a woman who is there for you. It's just completely wrong. If you do it, there's nothing you can say or do that validates it. It's completely wrong. And it's, you know, in my opinion, man code number one. Don't put your hands on a woman. It's just not what men should do. It's not what men do. And you should go to that woman, and if you've done anything, even if it's not too terribly abusive, if you know, done something like push her or whatever it might have been, you should go apologize and never do it again. That's completely wrong. You know that the Lord made her for you, and you should treat her that way. I hope for the guys out there who are guilty of this, I hope I don't offend you too much, but I guess if I do, that's too bad. But I do love you guys. Hopefully someone out there sees this video that has done this and they think about it. It's morally, ethically, and spiritually completely wrong. But I do love you guys, and God loves you every day and never leaves your side. We only leave Him. Remember that. Hope you have a blessed day. It's Tuesday. Go out there and get it done. See you later.